everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I was tagged in the 10 untouched books to finish in 2021. It was originally created by Camille Bell, I hope I said that right, and I was tagged by Lavella's Coloring. So I'm going to leave a link to both of their channels in the description below, including the link to the original post from Camille. This was a really rough one because you had to pick 10 untouched books that you would finish in 2021. And it was tough for two reasons. One is I have a ton of untouched books. So I was like, wow, which 10 am I going to choose? I got a habit, guys. If it's there, I buy it. Doesn't mean I'm going to actually color in it, but yeah. But then the other part was, which 10 do I think or feel like coloring? So it took me a while, but I finally came up with 10. It took a few days. I had to really stew on this, not only to just pick 10 out of, oh gosh, the massive amount I have. It's horrible. I actually plan on doing a video, and I've said this a couple of times now. I'm going to be creating a video this year of my books, or my list of shame, and that is all of my books I have purchased that I haven't colored a single page in. So it was funny that this tag popped up because I was like, oh, well, this will just be a jumping off point. You know, I'll show you guys these 10, but oh man, are there so many more. So I have selected my 10. Let me get the pile out of the way. Maybe. Oh. Okay. So I'm not going to do full out flip throughs through each one, otherwise we'd be here a really long time, but I'll go through the 10 I picked and why, and hopefully I can get coloring on some of these. So the first one is a Fairy Tales by, not even going to try to say it. This one has been around for quite a while, actually. I've seen it on other YouTuber channels from years ago. It's still on Amazon. It's a super cute book. The style, it's pretty unique. I mean, all the pictures are very big. So like, it's very big details to fill in, nothing super small. Oops. It's so new and untouched that the spine is very stiff. Kind of has a Maria Troll feel to it, but a little different. It's bigger, but I mean, a lot of the flowers and like the deer elements are similar to hers. The leaves are not, though. The leaves are a lot more Johanna Basford-ish, I guess, in the way they're detailed. It's hard to say. And then it kind of has a Rita Berman thing going on too, you know, with all the patterns. I don't know. Cross between those three. But there are some cute pictures in here, so I was kind of flipping through my stack of tons of unfinished pages or books, and yeah, this one I was like, hey, I could do some work in here. This is one of those books I bought on Amazon. I had eyed it for a while, and Amazon, you know, will show you just like a few pictures as a teaser. And so I had bought it, and then when I got it, I was like, man, there really are only like 2 images I like. But there's tons of images in this one that other people love. Like, I've seen people show this as a totally finished book. So it's all about your coloring preference and such. All right. Alice in Wonderland. So this is by Fabiana Anastasio. I always get it wrong. There's actually a tag going around for this year for her. And what's funny is I've had these books. These are one of the first, like my first year of coloring, I bought these books. So I have the Peter Pan, the Snow White. I've got a few others. They're all uncolored, by the way. Just throwing that out there. That's why I said I need to do my, you know, list of shame. But so I've owned these for 5 years. So yeah, I thought maybe I should add that. So what's cool about these is in the back is a poster. So it's kind of like this part usually is taped. Pop it open, and then there's this huge poster back here. Oh man, it's been tacked down so long. Let me see if it'll even come off. There we go. See the sticky stuff. But yeah, it is a massive poster. Like, it's gonna take a while to get in here. It won't even show all the way on camera, but I'll open it maybe. And of course, the little tack. But see, it's huge. It's like, I think it's bigger than 24 by 36. Wrong way to open this thing. Whew. I'm pretty sure it's larger than 24 by 36. I don't even know if it says it on the book. No, it just says removable poster. Either way, it's definitely big. So yeah, these are really cute images. If you like the mythographic books, you know, it's the same artist. I feel like those are more well known than these books that she did. That hat was actually one of the reasons I chose this. I really want to color that hat. Yeah, it's pretty cute. This one actually might be kind of fun. I don't know why, I like to color Chinaware and food. But tons of adorable images. Some are really busy, some are pretty easy. This one actually might be pretty fun. But yeah, I'm looking forward to finally coloring in this. I need to have owned it long enough. So yeah, that's number 2. Number 3 is Country Charm. This is a Creative Haven book. There's also a Creative Haven tag going for 2021. That's another reason I kind of picked some of these. I was like, you know what? I have all these tags I'm participating in. Maybe I'll just like cross-reference. So I have the Fab, oh shoot, it's like Fab 2021 or a Fab year for that other one, and then I think it's Get Your Haven On is the tag for this one. I don't know. I know there's tags, so I was trying to cross-reference so that I could do all of these tags. Unsurmountable amount of tags for 2021, and it's only January. But this is a Teresa Goodridge one. Like I've said before, I tend to only buy Country Haven books that are done by her. So there's a ton of adorable images in here. That would be perfect for fall. Look, I don't even know what images are in here. Isn't it funny? But I was flipping through it really quick and I decided, you know, that would be a fun one to get, you know, coloring in. I bought a ton of hers once in like bulk, and that's kind of why I have a bunch that just sit there uncolored. I mean, there's really no excuse for it. I don't know. I just have to be in the mood. And sometimes I just go to what's familiar, like one I've already been working on. Yeah, these super cute. They're all like, you know, like country theme, so lots of outdoor. And I just love Teresa Goodridge and all her artwork. All right, number 4 is the Coloring Haven Fairies Special. So I don't subscribe to Coloring Haven. Heaven. Sorry, not Haven. The other one was Haven. Gets confusing. I shouldn't put those together. But anyway, I don't subscribe to this only because, you know, I've watched all the flip throughs of like the monthly ones, and a lot of them aren't for me. So I didn't want to get like locked in where I would have a sub and I'd get issues that I would never color in. This coming from the person who had too many books to pick 10 that they've never touched. So I know it's kind of contradicting, but I guess I didn't want to add to my pile of untouched books. Like their last 3 or 4 weren't really my style at all. And then they also have those one-off issues, you know. So I have a couple of those, but one that I bought was the Fairies Special. And this one is actually really cute. I mean, it has tons of adorable images. I don't know why I haven't colored in it. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I got no reasons. And these are different artists. They're not all the same. A couple will be from the same one. But yeah, they're all very pretty. I like that one. Ooh, I like that. So yeah, I mean, there was a reason I bought this, and I don't know why I never got to it. The paper on this is, it's not quite Create Space paper. It's a tiny bit thicker. But I don't know if I would actually color. That one is really pretty. I don't know if I'd actually color in the book. I might have to scan it. the paper quality in all these creative heaven or coloring heaven can't talk today ones aren't that great, but they're still, I mean, some of these I might be able to color on the actual paper with, but the more intricate ones I'm gonna have to scan. But yeah, I do want to dive into this fairies one. I've been meaning to. Alright. Yes, I own a mandala book that I have never colored in. I know, it's rough, because I tend to color a ton of mandalas, so for me to have a few untouched mandala books is shocking. This is actually the only mandala book that's untouched in my collection. The rest, because I've bought all of the ones from, not going to even try it, all of hers, but I haven't done the triangular ones yet. I don't know why, they're all super cute. They're just her normal style. You know, I mean, some are super intricate. Others, like this is a landscape one inside the triangle. Some of these you could do with alcohol markers and fine liners. Others you might want to do with pencil. They're all very pretty. This one's super cute. Now it is Create Space paper for all of her books. I usually use glitter gel pens. Sometimes I use like my cheap Crayola pencils. Or my Arteza fine liners work great on this. Alcohol markers, you have to print these out on better paper because it's this Create Space. It bleeds through no matter what brand marker. It's just because of the paper. It absorbs that alcohol marker. So I always have to scan and print them out. Ooh, that one's kind of cool. But yeah, so I haven't done a single one in this triangle one. I should probably get on that. Alright, so Jade Summer Delicious Food. I went through a phase where I bought a bunch of Jade Summer books and then never colored in any of them. I also went through a food phase where I was coloring a ton of food, and so I bought this one. And yeah, let me get to the actual book. This one has a ton of extras, but like, I mean, it's all food. So, and it is all line art, no grayscale. The thing about Jade Summer is sometimes their line art it's like super computer generated. Like, you know, you can tell no human drew it. Other times it's very artistic. This is one of those ones that, you know, it's not super computerized. It doesn't have these huge square boxed off shapes. It would be fun to color. The only thing I hate about their books is the paper quality. Again, it's just that Create Space paper. So like Prismacolors work well. Black Widows also can do pretty well on this paper. But if you want any of your fancier pencils like Luminance, Derwent Lightfast, any of those, even my polychromos, I gotta print it out on different paper. They just don't work very well. Yeah, this is literally just all food. And I believe, yep, it repeats. So, like most Jade Summer books, you get 2 of each image. Can be deceiving. They used to not put it on their little thing there, so you would think, oh, I'm getting like 60 images, but it was really 30. But they fixed that. Alright, so we have another Creative Haven. Got that name right this time. And yes, another Teresa Goodrich. This one is Spring Scenes. And I think I was drawn to this one primarily because it's been so flippin' cold here that I just am wishing for this weather. But also, this one has really cute images. I mean, there was a reason I bought it. But, look at those big tulips right there with this. Ooh, more tulips. We got a lot of tulips. So yeah, this one just looked adorable. Baseball, best part of spring. So it has a ton of fun images. I'm not really a fan of these ones with the words and stuff, but where was the image when I was flipping through? There was one that I was just like, ooh, I can't wait to color that one. Oh, it's this one. This one looked really cute. But yeah, I love Teresa Goodrich's artwork, so this looks like a fun one. Actually, this would be pretty cool. So that's one of the ones I picked also. I'll try to remember to leave links to all of these but I'm gonna use the disclaimer try to remember. Okay, Hannah Carlson. I own all her books except the Guild Corn, whichever. That's the one that takes a bunch of favorite images from all her books. I couldn't get my hands on that one. That was like a limited edition, hard to get. And I just didn't get that one in time. But I have all her full books, and Spirit Animals is the only one I have never colored in. It was also one of the last ones I bought, but it's not one of her most recent ones. So it's just all traditional Hannah Carlson style artwork. This one is actually one that got me like, yeah, I need to work in this book. But yeah, it's just all, we got some portraits, animals, you know, you have your floral. This is a crazy double page spread. I've seen that clock done a few times. You know, it's just traditional Hannah Carlson style. I've seen that image done a few times. And a few of these are like super detailed. This one's kind of interesting because, I mean, until her Midnight Masquerade, you didn't see a ton of like full body. It was usually just a head. Yeah, this will be fun to do. And I need to. It's like so new that it won't even stay open or so unused because it's not new. I bought it a while ago. Alright. Worlds Within Worlds. I am going to tackle a Kirby Roseanne's Fear because I have one. I love his artwork. I am buying his books, and I say I am buying because I don't own them all, but I am still going to buy them because I love them. It's just, when it's time to color in them, like, there's tons of images in here I love, but it's when I'm ready to move on to a new page, I just don't feel like doing it, because, look, I have to really be in the mood to tackle these. I've seen these shoes done so many times, kind of intimidated to do them myself now. But no, I mean, not all of them are double page spreads, like this one here. Was one I think I really want to do first. But they're just very intricate. I mean, look at all that detail. They're going to take hours. And so when I'm in the, you know, mood to move on to another book, I always look at this one, and then I'm just like, oh, it's so much detail. I'm so overwhelmed, and I just don't get it done. That's the problem with his books. You really want to, but then you're like, but do I want to spend so much time on that one page? So that's the problem. I've seen a lot of people make these go faster, these fishes I've seen done a ton. People have made it go faster using like ink tints and watercolor. But yeah, I need to dive in. I mean, I pre-ordered his new book that's coming in March. Well, coming to me in March. Other people can get it sooner, I think. But on Amazon, it's March. But yeah, I haven't brought myself to do these, and I need to. I mean, these are all really pretty. So that's why I picked this one, because I was going to face my fears and get it done. Like this one, I've seen done a few times, the water effect. It's just, look at this page. I mean, this is daunting. All these books and everything. It's just like, oh my gosh, this is going to take me in a year. So this will be the one book where I'll be on one page for 2021. I mean, look at that thing. So yeah, I picked this one because I need to face my fears and dive in, because I need to quit buying his books and not coloring in them. Alright. Last one is The Night Voyage by Daria Song. Now, this one I was actually gifted for my birthday, so in my defense, it has not been on my shelf for years untouched. It's been on my shelf for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know, less than a month. But I got this one for my birthday from my son, and I really want to color in it because it has super adorable images, and I love Daria Song's art style. I love how she's carried over like a ton from her other books, like the clock. This clock appears in her other books. you know, and then the little girl obviously is in all the other books too, but certain elements like this page looks so fun with like the little origami birds. Yeah, I can't wait to do this. So this one was an easy one to pick. The rest I was like, oh shoot, I don't know. I only have 10 to choose. Should it be 100? I don't really have 100 untouched books, by the way. I think maybe 20-ish. I've also, you know, I get a lot of books as gifts from people, and they're not ones I want, but, you know, I take them, or there's just like one page in there and I just never get to coloring them. There's tons of other ones that I've always wanted and I finally get, and I never actually color in them. So I have no excuses. I need to start tackling all the books I own and not let them all just become dust collectors. But that is my 10 untouched books to finish. So I was trying to look this morning and see who hasn't been tagged. And it's kind of hard to say because there's a few out there that I haven't finished watching, and some people don't put who they tag like in their description, so I need to watch their video all the way. So I'm gonna tag Rosie Crafted Colors because I always tag her if she doesn't tag me first. So tag your it. And then I think Emma Colors has not been tagged yet, so I'm going to tag her, and I'll put links in the description below to both their channels. They both have tons of cute stuff up on their YouTubes as well. But thank you, Camille, hopefully I'm saying that right, for creating this tag and making me publicly announce all the books that I have not touched. And then, like I said, I do actually plan to create a video of my list of shame, all my books that I keep buying that I haven't even touched, because maybe if I admit it and put it all out there, then I'll be forced to actually color in all of them. Same thing with this tag. Now I have 10 books that I need to actually do something in. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.